Is it just me, or does life feel like it's going by a little faster each day? This mentality has caused me to seek activities or practices that slow it down, like a breath of fresh air from the smog our digital lives have become. One of my favorite breaths of fresh air is woodworking, or building anything really, although I haven't done it in a while. So with this video, I'm going to encourage you to build something today and get a breath of fresh air. In the meantime, I'm going to build something of my own. I've been carrying these little field notes notebooks for the past 6 months, and now I don't understand how I lived without them. I've put in an entry every morning, and they're essentially my brain but on paper. At the moment, I keep them next to my hard drive, but they deserve a better spot. So I ought to build a little shelf for them. I think I'm gonna go with maple. $19 a board though. Probably need about 3 of them. No, I'll get 2. Alright, the first thing I like to do, as with any project, is sketch it out. And I use cheap paper, obviously, and a pencil. Now, I don't usually like using pencils, but I mean, for sketching something out, it's the best tool. I think these notebooks are 5.5 inches, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes. So this needs to be 5 3/4. Alright, I ended up only getting 1 board, actually, because I think it's going to be enough. And this shelf isn't going to be very big. Okay, the sticker says 1/2 inch, but let me just make sure. Yep, and it's 4 feet. I'm going to account for the board here, which is 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch plus 1/2 inch plus 1/2 inch will be 1.5 inches. 1.5 plus 5.75 plus 5.75, 13. So each of these sides should be 13 inches. I think I want to put it here because it should be a good spot right there. Let me see, where's my tape measure? If I'm professional at anything, it's losing things. So that should be 24 plus 26. Uh-oh. Alright, so I gotta do a little bit less then. So not 12 inches, let's go down to 10. I only got 48 inches of board. 46 inches plus 1/8 of an inch kerf for each cut. Alright, that should be good. That's a lot of math, but we should be good. Always account for the kerf of your blade when you're cutting the board, which should be 1/8 of an inch. And let me see, these fit in here, or will fit in here perfectly. I mean, that's perfect. Hold on, how did I forget this? Getting ready to bring the board out to cut it. Bring the board down to cut it, and I need 3 boards that are 10 inch. Oh boy. I need 3 10 inches. That's 30 plus, that's 56. Alright, we gotta do some better math here, hold on. Maybe I'll do 1 shelf. I'll do 1 shelf now, and then later on I'll do 2. Because these are what, like 1/8 of an inch thick, the notebooks? Not even. So it's gonna be 1 level now, because I don't have enough board to make 2 levels. Measure twice, cut once.
Sorry. But can I get some gloves?
We don't have any more.
Oh, shoot, we don't?
Oh.
No, there's no a whole box of blue gloves?
Those are cut out. This is what I had left, so not bad. And now I just gotta put it together. I think I'm gonna do the Craig joints. Strong, easy. Can't see them. That should work. I just gotta figure out the right screw to use. I think you have to use a fine thread screw, which I think I have, because it's a hardwood. Fine thread. So I get to that now. All right, let me see what I got here. Do I have any in the kit I got? What are these? Pocket hole screws. Are these tiny? No, those are coarse thread. Ah, all right. It looks like somebody's going to Lowe's. I thought I had fine thread, but I only have coarse thread, and they need to be very small. So I got to go back to Lowe's, usually how it goes. All right, while I was at Lowe's, I just decided to get another board of maple so I could do 2 shelves just to do it right, like I wanted to do in the beginning. And I got it said to do for 1/2 inch boards is what I have, to do a 1 inch screw, but they didn't have fine thread, they only had coarse thread, but I think it's gonna be fine. I mean, these are very tiny. I don't know if you could see that. They're very small, so I think it's gonna be fine. This, you gotta set the jig to 1/2 inch, which is already set to. Then you gotta set the actual bit to 1/2 inch. All right, that should be good. All right, so I'm just gonna do a light sand just to get rid of splinters. My woodworking teacher would be very upset with me because he always said that sanding is a very delicate process and you can't skip a step. You start at 80, then go to 100, then 120, then 220, but these feel fine to me, so it's all right. And battery's dead. All right, new battery. All right, now I just gotta do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more times. All right, those are all drilled. Now we just gotta put the thing together. Hopefully it's that easy. What? Oh, I'm doing it too close to the edge. Okay, I did it. I mean, you can only see them if you really look, but it did split. Okay, well, we must move on. All right, 5 inches is right there. What did I do wrong? I don't get this. I really don't. All right, you know what? Change of plan. How is my math that wrong? Hold on, something's not right with my math. I gotta figure this out. This is just driving me crazy. All right, I have just realized I might be the biggest idiot you just met. Okay, I had it all flipped. This right here, this right there is 13 inches. Okay, but in my head, I had it as 10 because on the paper, it looks like this is less than that. This is 10 inches, that's 13. So I thought these were 13 because they look longer, and they are longer. So 13, 1, 2, 3, I cut 3 13 pieces when I needed 2 13s and 3 10 inches. So this is what I'm gonna do. As all these projects go and nothing goes your plan, or at least for me, maybe other people, everything is perfect. I'm just gonna figure this out so I can just fit a notebook in there, bottom line, and then we'll just see I don't really care what it looks like. So since I messed up really badly, I'm gonna take this off of here. I'm gonna take this off. Bring this down. I have two 12 pieces because I cut them wrong. I got another board and I was like all confused over the numbers. So these are 12 inches. So I'm gonna use these and then the 13s. And then we're gonna see what happens. I think I might have ADHD or something. No, I don't get it. Okay. That's another video. The length of the notebook is 5.5 inches. So we'll do 5 3/4, 5 3/5 right there. We could go a little less. I want to be kind of tight. I could store the new notebooks. They don't have to be like in order or anything. I could put them here and like stack them. You know what I mean? That's what I could do. If you learn anything from this video, is that you should build something today because nothing has gone as planned. In the beginning, I said I went to Lowe's with $35 and I said I was only gonna buy one board. I ended up buying 2. I sketched out what I wanted to be, didn't follow it at all because I didn't know what it was. You're just along for the ride. I'm along for the ride. I have no idea where this is gonna go next. We'll see. I might break my finger on video right now. All right, didn't break my finger, but hopefully this will be square. Okay, not even close to being square, but I love it. Final reveal. Final reveal. No! Don't do this to me. Ugh. All right. You know what? I think the problem is that these are not going to be the same length. That's probably what it is. Yeah. Oh, they're not even close to being 5.5. What did I? Oh, is it this one? Well, this is embarrassing. How did I do that? What? I was gonna be like all cool and it was gonna be like perfect. All right, I'm just gonna bring this one up a little bit. Take 2. Take probably 18, but we'll try it again. This project's got a lot of scars. You know what? This is gonna work now. This is gonna work. Yeah, there we go. Not as perfect as I would want it to be, but that's the way it goes. Okay, so there's like probably about 3 camera died, had to replace the battery. What I was saying is that there's 3 major problems. Like, this thing might have to go to ER problems. So one, if you can't see that right there, that's a crack from the screw because they're not fine thread and it's too close to the edge. 2, not square, nothing square, but that was by choice. It's okay, it's all right. And 3, I don't know why it's doing this. I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what I did wrong, but I know for a fact that these screws are not supposed to come out like that. They're supposed to be kind of lodged in there. You're not really supposed to see them come out. I set the rig and the drill bit both to 1/2 inch, because that's how thick the boards are. So I don't know what I did wrong in that way, but it's holding it together. So I'm gonna give it a finish and put it up. And I'm not gonna do anchors or anything. I'm just gonna do straight into the wall because it's holding paper. So it'll be fine. But you know what? I'm happy with the way it came out. This video is turning into something that I'm actually pleased about, because doing these things at home, it's never gonna be perfect. I wanted the video to be like, oh yeah, build something today, and then I show you that I did a good job or whatever, but that's not the way it came out. So whatever. Here it is, and it looks good. I like it. It kind of, no, it doesn't look square. From a distance, if you look at it up close, it looks square, but from a distance, it does not look square. All right, it's later on in the day now. I got linseed oil from Dad. This thing looks like it's about 560 years old, but it's free. When you use any of these chemicals or oils or whatever, use gloves. It's not worth it. There we go. All right, I'm happy with that. All right, in the meantime, I'm gonna install the brackets that will hold it on the wall. I think these are kind of like overkill, but whatever, I'll use them. That's all I got. It's important to do these drywall screws by hand because you don't want them to strip into the wall. It's very easy to do that with a power drill or impact driver.